Hello everyone and welcome back to Venture Africa, where we were midway through the third from last level last time when it just crashed. So this is an older game for sure. I don't know what year it came out, but even though it is on Steam, it was made a long time ago, and so there definitely could be some bugs and glitches. Also because it was released as a CD, it's not exactly the same sort of, it's not exactly going to be the same kind of game as now. It's not like, it wasn't released as a download with updates. They released it on a CD, and any glitches that they didn't catch, it was kind of just an oh well thing. So I don't know if they updated it all for Steam or what they did there, but if there's crashes like that, it's pretty likely that they're probably going to be rare, so hopefully this isn't going to be an ongoing issue, and hopefully it won't do that again. So let's go ahead, we'll jump back in, we will try again, we're going to have to start over, but honestly that's not a bad thing, because I think I kind of messed it up with all those hyenas in the first place, so hopefully this time we'll have an animal other than hyenas to start off with, and that might make things just a little bit easier. So here we go, here's our original one. Here we go, we have dialogue again, so I don't mean to be presumptuous by asking if I could join you in the future. Miss Carolou, I've never been good at expressing my feelings, but I would love to have you join me. And, well, I don't know how to say what I think I need to say next, so, man, you guys, the big moment is coming, but it looks like we do have hyenas next. So let's start off with some spring hares. I'm going to pick the one farthest from a watering hole, which I think is going to be this. And we'll go ahead, we'll place several spring hares out here. And I'm going to place 2 hyenas here. Now, this will have the chance of them populating quite a lot, but I think it'll be a little bit better than last time where we just had like this ridiculous overpopulation. I am going to start placing zebras here at this watering hole and place a few of them in here. We do need to place a lion as well, it looks like, so maybe we'll start by placing a lion out here. Not like a whole group of lions, just one. We'll start with just, okay, it wants us to place a whole group of lions. Great. That's fantastic. But let's place a few more zebras first. Just make sure their population remains stable before we start introducing a bunch of predators. So, since we do have a bunch of watering holes in this area, we can also introduce wildebeest herds. I think that'll be a good idea at some point, but for now I think we're going to have to stick with the main prey for the lion being zebras here. So we're kind of just going to roll with that. Alright, let's place in, well, you know what, I'm going to start actually filling up another watering hole, which I think there's one, yeah, there's one right here. I'm going to start with this one. And we actually need to introduce a crocodile, so I'm a little scared about introducing so many predators here, and what I'm going to actually start doing is kind of filling up this area in between, because if we go right up here, here's our other watering hole. It is quite the journey, oh my goodness. Okay, we need to place in some zebras over here, I think. Well, first things first, I'm going to place one zebra, I'm going to place a crocodile in this one, and then we'll start to kind of establish this place as a better area for zebras. There we go. So that zebra did die, but we'll be able to place a few more before the crocodile starves, I think. So let's add one. We'll try to get like 3 of them, I think. Probably 3 to 4 at least before we move on, so that but when the crocodile preys on some of them, it doesn't just die. We want to make sure. Oh no! Oh no, that's just the zebra carcass. Okay, the crocodile's still fine. I was like, did it just die already? That was exactly what I was hoping would not happen, but no, it's still fine. So if we get enough of them in, we can actually place our other crocodile over here, and then we should be able to get our next jewel. I think this is considered to be totally full, but I'm not positive, so we'll have to check and see. The zebras definitely need another bush here, though. Is this full? No, it needs to actually fill up a little bit more. And now we need a giraffe. So the giraffes are easy enough to place because we can just put some of them in right over here. Where's our water? It's down here. Okay, there we go. But we can just place a few of them in over here. Oh, we actually need to place another bush there because our zebras are going to die off. Uh-oh. And it's a good thing we came back when we did, because our zebra population is getting a little bit on the low side for that many lions. So I'm actually going to start placing some wildebeest too. I think the hyenas killed all of them. Alright, well, we need to replenish that area by hand then, and make sure that our hyenas... Oh my gosh. There's so many hyenas. There's 8 of them. That's insane, you guys. Okay, so we definitely need to provide them with more significant prey. But, yeah, that works out. So here's the tree. Or no, those are bushes. So the trees... Where are the trees? The trees are right here. I'm going to kind of start introducing just this pathway here. And let's actually place in some wildebeest here. I'm going to put just a few of them, which is actually perfect timing because that's our next goal. I'm going to place another thing of grass right here. And I'm going to place another thing of grass right here because I want them to be able to travel. So let's place that in. That actually worked out great. I'm going to put another one there. I'm going to place a few spring hares along the way, which will actually help out too because this is our next goal. So we might place some hyenas around here as well at some point. I'm basically just going to line this whole corridor with grass. So let's start... Where are the... Oh, the wildebeest have already found it. Whoa. Okay, let's put some of these bushes out here so that the wildebeest have some more significant food. And we're going to keep placing grass just all the way along here. And then there's the water. So we'll place some wildebeest on... Well, I'm gonna just lead them along. Or are they... They're just finding their way all on their own. So that's great news. Let's place a couple more over here. We actually need another zebra, so let's put one, maybe we can put one at this watering hole, and then I will put another another bush here because it looks like we are running kind of low. We'll place even more zebras over here, which actually worked out great because we needed them. And I think what I'm going to start to do is introduce just a couple hyenas along this route too. How many wildebeest do we have? We have 6. So we've got 3 right there. Did any of them make it all the way out here? No, none of them have yet. So I'm going to place a few of them and we'll kind of try to get them started. Really? Now there's 3 crocodiles. So we definitely need these guys moving back and forth between. But because there are no wildebeest over here, I'm going to place just a few of them here. And see if we can get some of them kind of started off here. Oh, they are figuring out where the food is. That's good. Our hyenas have died, which honestly I'm okay with that. That's as terrible as that sounds. They've given us so much trouble in the past that if we need to just really restrict them to this area if we at all can. So let's make sure that when we place hyenas, we put a few of them out here. We need 6. So we'll place 2 and we'll kind of just let them start to populate on their own, and then we'll probably bump that up a little bit as time goes on. So there's a dead wildebeest, there's 2 dead wildebeest. Yeah, all the wildebeest over here died. How many are we at currently? We're at 6 of 4, so we definitely need to place some more in, but I don't want them to keep dying. Okay, if we can just evade the crocodiles long enough for these guys to settle in a little bit more. Okay, you come over here. Make sure that you see... Oh, there's another wildebeest. We'll make sure that you see this whole corridor of grass. That works out. We'll place a few more in. You need to get water first, though. Some of these guys are probably going to die off along the way. Yeah, they're going to go back for water. Some of them are going to die to the crocodiles. That's just be how it be. So, but as long as we can make sure that the population here does fairly well. Yeah, we've got them all going through here. Oh, these hyenas actually killed the wildebeest, too. Or it died on its own of thirst or something like that. I'm not actually sure. But let's go ahead and I think I'm going to just help place a few more hyenas. Maybe we'll place some down here. And yeah, that did help. Okay, let's put a little bit more grass somewhere if we can. No, I don't think we're going to be able to really. The wildebeest have come up here too. I didn't even realize they were doing that. But we'll make sure we place a little bit more of the bushes there. And then let's see, where's the next nearest watering hole to this one? I think it's probably going to be the one right over here, right? I think so. So we'll place that there. I'm going to place a few vultures because we are starting to have some death happening and we want to kind of get their population started. And if we go back over here, we can place a couple of zebras in. So we should have water at the bottom of that pool in a minute, and they'll be able to come down and drink from it. Their water is draining. There we go. We've got some water at the bottom of the pool, and they can go get a drink there. Let's place a few more in. I'll try to get at least, I think I'll go for 5 here. And then how many giraffes do we have? We still only have 1, so whenever we get to that point, we'll have to just place another one and that will start off the population a little bit more. Okay, pardon me. Sorry about that, you guys. So we just need to place in one more zebra there. We'll continue to fill this up, and I'll make sure I place another bush there. So we actually do have to place in another giraffe, and I'm just going to come over here and put one in. Oh my gosh, okay, we need more bushes. Whoa, 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 that's out of hand. So we need more bushes apparently because the zebras are eating us out of house and home. I'm going to keep placing some more zebras because it looks like we've lost quite a few to the lions. And then what I'm going to do is I want to make sure I place some bushes here. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to place a few trees around this watering hole and introduce a population of elephants because we do have lions here and I don't want them running amok too much. What died? It's a flamingo. Yeah, I don't want this getting too out of hand, so we're going to start an elephant population here, and I think that'll help out. So let's take a look at this watering hole where we've got a lot of zebras. We actually need to place another giraffe, so let's do that. Oops, there was one already there. It wasn't ready. So let's go ahead, we'll place another one. And oh my goodness, okay, let's place some more bushes here, I think. And what I'm going to start doing now is we'll put some grass right in this area because we'll start laying out kind of this this passageway between the watering holes. Oh, he's going to that shrub out there. That's what's happening. I was like, what is going on? If we place one more giraffe, we'll get more water. So I'm going to put a giraffe here, or we'll get another, yeah, we got another gem. So we can place some water down there. We need more hyenas. But let's keep filling out this pathway here. I'm going to put just a bush, and then we'll put some more here. And I'm going to start a population of wildebeest at this watering hole. Alright, let's place a few of these guys in, and I'll make sure I lead them in that direction. Oh, and it looks like our elephant population is rising as well. I want to make sure this gets filled up a little bit more. And we can probably introduce some lions to our second established watering hole, which is going to be the one right here. Yep. We can probably introduce a couple of lions. I'm not too happy about the size of the zebra population. I want it to get bigger, but it's because we have so many crocs. There's so many crocs in the water, y'all. But let's go ahead and we'll put in just one lion right here. And whoa, okay, and so this is totally full. This one, that's not the watering hole. This one is totally full. If we come up, this one is not at all full, and this one I think needs to be filled more, yeah. So that'll be about right. We've got to introduce crocodiles somewhere else, so this one seems like a good place to do that. And let's go ahead and we can keep working on this pathway. Oh good, the wildebeest have already found it. So let's make sure we keep placing some of that grass. Some of them will probably come up here too. And that'll be an alternate path to this one. So we actually need more crocodiles. We'll put another one right here because we have a lot of zebras. So, whoa. Okay, that was, I think we actually lost some gems there because this is so efficient, pretty much. Or maybe efficient isn't the right word because we have so much, we already had so many gems that we lost some food, or we lost some gems because it just couldn't handle anymore. So let's go over here. We'll place a bush right here if I can find a good spot. There we go. And right over here. And we've got a lot of dead zebras now. I think a lot of them just straight up starved. So let's introduce another crocodile. I'm actually going to put another crocodile in a minute as well, because we need more bushes directly around the watering hole because these guys are starving on their way to get more food. If we go up here, okay, there's a little bit of food, so we could start to introduce a zebra population here, and we could probably put at this middle watering hole. Oh, that's the one where we have all the crocodiles. Okay, we could probably put one maybe over here. How is our population over here? Oh, the hyenas came down here. No, you're not supposed to be out here. Get your butts back out to the desert. All right, we're gonna get everybody out to the desert here, or back to the middle of the desert, because they kind of followed everything back. So we gotta keep them settled way out here. I guess, did they branch off from this pack or something like that? No, why are you going this way? Are they getting chased off by these? I don't know what's happening out here, guys. I thought this was like the same pack probably or something like that. Let's make sure we place in a little bit more grass. But we need to keep that huge congregation away from the watering hole, and it looks like some of them are still out here. So yeah, let's get these guys moving away. Let's get them running out the opposite direction. And the elephants are having a hard time with that amount of food, which is good to know. We need to actually make this... No, we can't make that come any closer, though. Yeah, I think overall we're going to kind of just have to live with that. There's still so much, so many bushes that are just dead here. Let's place in 3 more of these guys. We need another lion. I think this will be a good place to do that because the wildebeest are starting to traverse this route over here, and so they're going to be passing right through this area. And this will help us out, I think. So we've got this route pretty well established. This whole area could use a little bit more grass. We've got so many zebras here that I would not have problems introducing another crocodile, I think. So let's place that one in. This is full. Yeah, this is full. So let's keep working on this area a little bit. We got to introduce some grass to this midway point. And we'll start introducing some wildebeest as well, I think. So we actually need more hyenas. We could start placing some of them in this area because I think, yeah, we've got a lot of spring hares here. So let's introduce a couple of hyenas to this area and we'll let them just naturally reproduce on their own. But like, okay, 15 of those 17 were here just completely on their own from breeding, pretty much. We started off with like 6 of them and now there's just like 1 million of them. So let's make sure we keep placing these wildebeest. It looks like their natural inclination is to journey far from the watering holes, so that's a very good thing. I just don't like when the hyenas end up congregated there, and I think... What is happening out here? Oh, a giraffe died. That's what happened, and that's why we have just hundreds of hyenas. Not hundreds, but you know what I mean. We have a bunch of them just heading out there. And it looks like we have less hyenas here now, which is very good news for us. Just make sure we keep this place pretty well stocked with zebras so that we don't lose too many of them. And we've got a lot of nice wildebeest out here, which is good news for us. What is this? This is a zebra. Where is it getting its... Oh, it's getting food from the grass. So let's place at this watering hole, put a lion or 2 as well, because we have a lot of animals here. So we can start to now kind of connect the dots between these areas, and we'll place some more grass in. Is it going to show up? Yeah, it did eventually. Just takes a bit sometimes. But we'll put 1 crocodile here, and then I'll use that to start placing bushes, and then we'll make sure we just place some more zebras in. So that oh yeah, that one just died. So 6 of 7 giraffes. What's happening is we have 1 up here. And so we need to place in another one here so this population can start to grow on its own. The flamingo population is also down to a ridiculous extreme, so we need to place more of those. This just might end up being like a super long episode, you guys. It might just take us a while here. Let's start filling this one up. And I think this one is totally full, yeah. So let's just make sure that we've got this area all routed properly. I think we do. So let's place in, well, first things first, I'm going to make sure that at this giraffe lake, we're going to just place a bunch of flamingos. And then I'm going to actually place a few bushes around here, and we're going to start putting zebras at this one as well. We might actually place elephants here as well, so we'll see. But I'm going to put 1 lion, I think, at which watering hole? Do we have them over here? We do have lions out here, so I'm going to put like 1 lion up here, I think. That should work. And then I'll make sure I place some more bushes in. We want to start populating this area. I'm actually going to put a couple of elephants up here. And we're probably going to be kind of careful with this watering hole because we do need to make sure we have our flamingo population established. We also need another crocodile too. Our elephants, we only have to have them at a few of the watering holes. They don't have to be everywhere. Are these guys okay up here? Both of them are okay, so it was a different elephant that died. Let's just place in a few more flamingos because we really want this area to be pretty well populated with flamingos, because otherwise we're going to have a tricky time of things. This watering hole is kind of chaotic, so I don't know how easy it's going to be to start a population here and have it survive, but we'll do the best we can. We'll place a few of them, and we'll just see what happens. We got to let them kind of populate naturally, though, because we just can't afford to keep placing them here. We still, believe it or not, got a couple flamingos here, but I'm just going to kind of bonus this population a little bit so that it's a little bit easier to manage. And then we can place another crocodile at this one, I think. We just need to make sure then we follow that up with a lot more zebras. And because we have wildebeest coming to this area now too, so that's definitely going to be helpful. We want to make sure we get a lot of zebras there, though, and we need to place in more of these vultures, I think. So where are we having the most death without seeing any vultures? We've got quite a few dead things here, so I'm going to place in a couple of vultures here and just see if we can kind of get that set up. So if we place at least 2, they should breed. But I think I'll place a third one just to kind of boost those numbers. And then we'll come over to this watering hole. And we have some vultures here. Do we have vultures over at this watering hole? We have, I see at least 1 vulture, but we'll make sure that we place even more because I just want to make sure the population will continue to last and grow. So we have at least 2 here. Now there will be 3. Now we need more hyenas. And I think, did they all come down here? Where did they go? Those are lions. We need hyenas in this area. Oh, we've got a lot of hyenas in this area. Okay, so there's quite a few there. There should be quite a few here. There's wildebeest. Did we lose a lot of our hyena population here? Are you kidding? I don't see any hyenas over here. Did they, like, merge? I think they must have merged or something. Look at this huge wildebeest herd, too. That's pretty insane. Okay, I'm going to place a couple more hyenas over here. Just a few more. And that got us a good start. So let's make sure that we just have these roots pretty well established. We could probably place some more, like, right here. I think that'll be good. And then I'm going to actually start placing some spring hares in this grassy area as well. So we'll place a few bushes along the way. And this should link these 2 watering holes up pretty well, I think. So let's make sure that we place a couple of these here. And then we'll start a hyena population up in this area as well. I kind of want to avoid having a huge one. Oh, I just placed that right in the water. Oh, well, you can get a drink and get a snack all within a few feet of each other. But I want to make sure this population doesn't get too out of control if I possibly can. I don't know how easy it's going to be to ensure that, but you know what, it is what it is. So this is totally full now. There's just 1 more watering hole over here somewhere, I think. I thought there was another one. There is another one. Okay, there we go. So we just kind of have to start linking that up as well. I'm going to place... Nope, there's nothing there that a crocodile could actually eat. So I'm going to place another one here and another one here. And we're going to start linking that to this area, I think, because we're going to need this here. I think the other thing that I think that has caused this game to have problems is that it has trouble sometimes just rendering everything because it was originally designed for older and less advanced rendering engines. So yeah, it's kind of it's definitely an older game. It's not optimized for today's computers. And so that could cause some problems as well. So I don't know if that's what happened or not, but it definitely is a possibility. And so I'm hoping that means that it won't crash again. But yeah, I don't know if it will or not. I don't think it will. I'm trying to avoid that. So where do we have just 1 lion? I think that was like right here. No, I think it was it this one? Is that a lion over there? No, there's a flamingo. Is there a lion? There's lions at this one. I think we had just like 1 lion at this one. So I'm going to put 1 more lion at this one. And we've got a lot of zebras. We've got a fair number of zebras at least. I'm going to place a couple more, I think. And we actually need to place 1 more lion. So we'll go ahead and do that here, I think. Especially since the lions are just killing stuff. Okay, we'll go ahead and place another one there. And let's just start placing some of these bushes here. So we've got, oh, these poor zebras. Okay, we need to replenish the zebra population here. We also need to introduce some lions somewhere else. We need, where's the population a little bit down? We've got, oh my goodness, all these hyenas. Get out of the watering hole. It won't let me run with them. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, these jerks, they're just constantly everywhere. Look at all these spring hares. They're dying entirely on their own. They don't even need your help to die. You are over here killing stuff that doesn't need to die. No, don't. Yep, that happened. That's what I thought was going to happen. Oh my goodness. Okay, we need this whole hyena pack to just move their butts. That guy's... Oh no, he didn't die to the wildebeest. I thought he might, but he didn't. We just need them to get the heck out of the watering hole because they're just causing so many problems here. Alright, this is what happens when the ecosystem gets out of control. So honestly, I get frustrated with this game quite a lot, but for what it was and the time when it was made, this is still an incredible game. I mean, we didn't have AI anything like what we have today now at the time this game was created, and yet we still have a really well fleshed out ecosystem simulator here. So what they did with this is pretty darn awesome. It's definitely a little bit outdated, and it's definitely a little bit buggy, but nevertheless, okay, I'm going to introduce a crocodile here because I need to place more bushes. We also need to introduce a giraffe someplace else, so I think, where do we have more trees? We really don't have that many trees, actually. I'm going to put, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a giraffe population here. I'm going to put one there, and I'm going to put a tree out here. And we'll put another giraffe, and we'll put some more trees. So I'm just going to place at least 1 or 2 trees out here. We'll place maybe one over here, and that should help us. So the lions, we now have 12 of 13. We have a lot of dead zebras at this area, so we definitely need to put some more in, I think. Because not dead zebras, we need to place actual live zebras. But let's go ahead and I think we'll start to introduce some lions to this area, because we do have some zebras here. But I think if we place more of these bushes in, that'll help a lot. And we're getting pretty close. We just need a little bit more, and I need to introduce some flamingos. Well, I'm gonna do the lion first. And then we need to introduce more flamingos to this watering hole over here that we just started filling up. Let's put a few of them in here. And I think... Wait. Are there... Oh, I guess we are pretty close. Oh, we're just like a hop, skip, and a jump away from this area. That's what's going on. Okay, so... This is a small area. This is where we can put some larger grass. And so, yeah. Oh, we have wildebeest over here. Okay. That's what's going on. So I need to place more crocodiles. I think we can do some of that here. We can put a couple of them in this lake here. And I'll add a third one in a minute. We just need to really make sure that we then boost the zebra population because it's going to die otherwise. But we do need to put elephants somewhere, and so I think we're going to do that at the last watering hole that we just added in. Let's make sure that we then boost our zebra population so it just doesn't all straight up die, because a lot of our zebras are dead now. And we need more zebras anyway, so I'm going to let my income there regen a little bit. We'll fill this up a little bit more, and then I'm going to start placing some of these so that we can eventually put in some elephants. No, they're not all dead here, just mostly dead. we have a few that are still alive. And if we just place a couple more in, we'll be okay. I think some of them might end up dying. We'll see. Yep. Yeah, he's gonna... Oh, he maybe didn't die. I think he did die. No, he didn't actually die. Okay, he lived. Somehow he lived. But let's go ahead. We'll place this zebra in. We need one more now, actually. We just need to wait a little bit more, and then we can put one more zebra in. Oh, nope, now we need 2 more zebras again. It's going to be very hard to get this population to stabilize, I think, because they are a prey animal, and sometimes... Ah, see, it keeps going down, you guys. Oh, it went back. Okay, it went up on its own. It went up on its own. That's good. So I think it's a little bit more stable. Let's actually place some elephants at this one. I'm going to place a few more trees. And then we do need a few more vultures, so we'll work with them next. But if we put 2 elephants here, then that'll be all we need to complete our goal. And then we just actually need 1 more vulture, and we'll be fine. So we just got to find somewhere to put 1 more vulture in. And I think a good spot might actually be at this lake. So let's find our vultures, and we can place 1 in right up here, because there is a lot of death happening. And so vultures can feed off of that. We'll place actually 2 of them, because the flamingo population just dropped. And it is starting to go back up. But, yeah. Okay, I'm going to put another vulture just to make sure that doesn't drop, although I probably should have just placed another flamingo. And actually, we made it. Okay, so we've unlocked the epilogue. So we're actually at the end of the game now, which is pretty exciting, because we're going to get to hear the end of the story. And then if you guys do want me to play some more Sandbox after this, then please do let me know. I can do that. I will put it in the comments, and then I'll put a poll in as well. And you guys can let me know about that. But we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here for today, because it is about that time again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.